Right now, the Kari Sanford trial in the hands of the jury. A live report from outside the Dane County Courthouse.
Plus, the Republican Party of Wisconsin voting not to endorse any candidate in contested races this upcoming election. A look at how that could impact the primaries.
And this handgun found on a student inside a Madison high school. What we know about the incident straight ahead. All coming up on News 3 Now at 6. And thanks for joining us tonight in a high-profile double murder trial that we have been following now for the past week. The fate of Kari Sanford is now in the hands of the jury. Closing arguments from both sides wrapped up about an hour ago, handing it over to the jury for deliberation.
Sanford is charged in the shooting deaths of Dr. Beth Potter and husband Robin Kari, whose bodies were found in the UW Arboretum in 2020. All last week, we heard testimony from several witnesses, including the suspect's ex-girlfriend and daughter of the victims. Sanford's alleged accomplice also testified against him as part of a plea agreement he reached with prosecutors. And now the trial is wrapping up. The defense today did not call any witnesses, and Sanford himself will not take the stand. Again, the trial is now in the hands of the jury, deliberating now for about an hour. Naomi Coles joins us live from the courthouse with today's development. Naomi?
Yeah, I've been here all day, and we do right now have eyes and ears inside the courthouse. You will actually be able to see clips of the verdict later tonight or whenever it comes. As you mentioned, they've been deliberating for about an hour. Based on what the judge, the names that the judge picked out of the hat, we know that there's 10 males, 2 females. They all appear to be white in the final jury inside right now. And during closing statements, they started about 3 o'clock. They lasted for about 2 hours. Prosecution really honed in on walking the jury through the night of the murders, walking through all the evidence we know, matching up with testimony and the physical evidence. And they spent a lot of time. One quote that they said, the victims, quote, should have been living in fear of Kari Sanford. Now, the defense, in their statements, they spent a lot of time casting doubt on the evidence. They spent a lot of time casting doubt on the star witnesses, the alleged accomplice, Elijah LaRue. They said, you know, that the state did not meet the burden of proof. They called the accused here, they call him an atypical teenager in an atypical time, referring to the pandemic. Quick note, earlier today, the judge said that Sanford has actually been acting out with law enforcement behind closed doors. They say that he's been having some violent behavior behind closed doors. We did not see that in the courtroom. He appeared fairly calm, not a lot of expressions in the courtroom, but she did mention that if he has any of that kind of behavior in the courtroom, that would not count as evidence for a mistrial. So in the meantime now, we simply wait.
Thank you, Naomi. And as we wait for the jury's decision and any further details from the court, be sure to stay with News 3 Now on air and online at channel3000.com to be the first to know.
Next at 6, a Madison teenager arrested today for allegedly bringing this gun to La Follette High School. It was found inside the 16-year-old's backpack and was previously reported stolen. Police say the magazine inside the gun was from an airsoft gun, but the firearm itself, they say, was real. No other details about the incident were immediately available. The teenager was taken to the Juvenile Reception Center. 4 local kids ages 5 to 11 admitted to entering a Southside school this weekend and damaging a classroom. Police say the kids entered Lincoln Elementary School by going through a window on Sequoia Trail. This was about 1 Sunday afternoon. When officers got to the scene, they found damage, including urine and feces in a classroom. Police say the damage was not extensive. The district says any consequences will be determined by following the district's behavior education plan.
Next at 6, dry with plenty of sun. It was a nice way to start the work week, but some soggy weather will be moving in. Let's check your certified most accurate forecasts now with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
We did start the day off with some nice sunshine, but now that cloud coverage building in, and that's what's going to stick with us as we look ahead to the next few days. Mostly cloudy sky currently over Madison with temperatures in the low 60s, about 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. So in general, not too bad with that light breeze, but still a little cool for late May. Our Doppler track has been fairly quiet with some cloud coverage passing through, but no rain coming out of that. Temperatures, again, in the low 60s throughout southern Wisconsin, about 64 in Boscobel, close to 60 right now in Monroe. Now, as we look ahead to tomorrow, the cloud coverage sticks around with a slight chance for showers late in the day, but most of the rain holds off until Tuesday night heading into Wednesday morning. And we will see some steady rainfall throughout the day on Wednesday. We'll take a closer look at our accumulations expected through the work week in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. No endorsement was the resounding message coming out of the state Republican Party convention this weekend in Middleton. Party delegates declined to endorse many of the candidates who will appear on the August 9th primary ballot, including for governor and lieutenant governor. And this includes candidates for attorney general, the top cop who sets the direction for state lawsuits.
Political reporter Will Keneally joins us now to explain how no endorsement for Republicans will shape that race.
So the main reason not to endorse a candidate in May is to let voters decide who they want in August. That was the message from those pushing for no endorsement on the convention floor Saturday. UW-Madison professor Ryan Owens, who is a former AG candidate himself, says a no endorsement from the convention is an indication voters still want to weigh in.
I'm not surprised that there was a non-endorsement with this.
The race is currently between Fond du Lac DA Eric Toney and former state representative Adam Jarko. Ryan Owens says that translates to a long-running candidate versus a newcomer.
Given the amount of time the Toney campaign has been out there, the fact that there's a non-endorsement, I think, shows that there's a lot of discomfort with his candidacy.
Owens says this favors the newcomer in the field.
The way I look at this right now is this non-endorsement to me indicates that it's Adam Jarko's to lose. And, we'll have to see, how the next few months go, the fundraising goes.
Owens says the next quarter's fundraising could be big for either candidate. Jarko if he continues to outpace Toney. As to the issues, Owens says things like crime and litigating federal overreach will appeal to GOP voters. But there's more to that.
I think what conservatives are looking for, what Republican voters are looking for, is an attorney general who represents them.
He sees this as a candidate who will represent voters' views in the Department of Justice, more than just dutifully overseeing state prosecutions.
But I think they're looking for people who are going to talk about freedom, who are going to talk about security, who are going to talk about broader issues and what they're going to bring to bear to the state of Wisconsin, to the Department of Justice.
So the convention also declined to endorse the governor and lieutenant governor's race. So with no endorsement, we will rely on voters when they head to the polls August 9th. The winner of that race will face incumbent Democrat Josh Kaul in November.
Well, thank you. The saga of 131 West Wilson Street in downtown Madison continues. The owners of that building, which also houses Pison's restaurant, want to demolish the structure. In a letter sent to the city, the owner has officially requested a demolition permit. He said the building and parking structure there is deteriorating and, quote, at risk of immediate collapse. The building was closed multiple times in recent months due to structural concerns and temporary supports were placed in the parking garage to keep the building safe. The FAA investigating an emergency small plane landing in Grant County over the weekend. Happened yesterday morning on Birch Road. That's in the village of Bloomington. The single-engine plane was having engine problems. Luckily, farmers in the area were harvesting hay, and those lines of hay bales helped guide the plane to the ground like a runway. The pilot was able to land safely without any damage to the plane, and there were no injuries reported.
An update tonight, a group of video game testers in Madison have successfully voted to unionize. Activision Blizzard subsidiary Raven Software won its bid this afternoon on a vote of 19-3. The company helps create games like Call of Duty. Both parties have until May 31st to file an objection. If no objection is filed, the results become official on that date. Dane County Humane Society is asking for some help so they can continue treating wild birds and other animals at risk of catching the avian flu that has been rapidly spreading. The organization is asking the community to raise $5,000 to pay for testing kits and protective equipment.
We can't help these animals if we can't buy the supplies to test them, to clean and disinfect the areas that they're in, and then to also wear the protective gear so that way we're not putting any humans at risk, and we're also keeping the rest of our patients at the Wildlife Center safe.
They say without these tools, it likely won't be able to rehabilitate high-risk species while the avian flu risk remains high. We have more information to how you can donate on channel3000.com.
And more ahead at 6 when we come back. A few interstate construction projects this week that could impact your commute.
Plus, the Milwaukee Bucks announce new plans for the Deer District. Learn more about the new projects next.
In life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends Memorial Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Impatience is a virtue. When you know what you want, waiting isn't an option.
New Balance Madison, we got now.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Steinhafels. Save big with store-wide savings up to 75% off. Plus, take advantage of great bonus buys like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress just $3.99. This sofa now $5.99. A queen storage bed only $7.89. And take an extra 5% off all Canadel dining. Create your outdoor oasis with an extra 10% off all patio. All this and so much more. It's the Memorial Day sale. Relax. It's Steinhafels.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
A traffic note tonight, multiple overnight construction projects on and near I-3990 starting tonight, and they may force some drivers to take alternate routes. The DOT says the northbound interstate ramp to the westbound Beltline will be closed for overnight construction both tonight and tomorrow. And then on Wednesday and Thursday night, multiple lanes of southbound interstate between the Buckeye Road Bridge and the Beltline interchange will also be closed. And the Wisconsin State Patrol says it'll be increasing its enforcement of seatbelt laws starting today through June 5th. It's part of the annual Click It or Ticket campaign. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation said half of people involved in fatal crashes in the state were not wearing their seatbelts. It's also important to note drivers can also be ticketed for unbuckled passengers.
The Deer District outside of Fiserv Forum continues to grow. 2 new concert venues are coming to the area next year. The Bucks and FPC Live, which provides some of the concerts for the area, announced the project today. Construction will begin later this year. One venue will hold 4,000 people, while the other will hold 800. Both will be located in the northwest area where the Bradley Center once stood.
These just go on to demonstrate the increased demand and awareness and really creating a worldwide destination in downtown Milwaukee at the Deer District.
The venues are expected to attract about 200,000 fans to the Deer District each year. FPC Live estimates the project will cost $50 million and won't ask the city for funding. The venues will serve as the company's headquarters in Milwaukee. Still to come at 6, we'll check out a new feature inside a popular Midwest airport, one that will not only help train staff, but help ease the anxiety of flying.
And we'll check back in with meteorologist Dana Fulton, what we can expect for the rest of the work week. Stay with us.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Don't get stuck with internet and TV that costs more and does less. Set yourself free with Spectrum and get it all from one provider. Get Spectrum Internet with enough speed for all your devices all at once with speeds of 200 megabits.
Whoa.
That's fast.
Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. And don't get stuck with the same old TV. Multiply your screens. Spectrum TV with a free Spectrum TV app lets you watch here, there, and everywhere. Stream live TV, sports, news, and more on any device. Plus, access up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Get Spectrum TV from $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Pick and choose the services you need. Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each. All with no contracts. Call 833-605-4999.
Hey, everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's FedAid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Travelers at a Minnesota airport can now step into a plane cabin long before they board their flight.
Today, the Metropolitan Airports Commission unveiled this mock aircraft cabin inside Terminal 1 at Minneapolis-St. Paul International. Now, the mock-up is officially called the Travel Confidently MSP Education Center. It's 33 feet long. It features 42 seats from a retired Boeing 737 and was once used by Delta Airlines to train in-flight teams down in Atlanta.
For all of us, travel can be fun, could be exciting, it could bring us together with our loved ones and family, but it can also be anxious. It could, when you heard that announcement, final boarding call, provide us with a sense of uncertainty.
The commission says it plans to continue to use the space to train workers in a realistic setting, but travelers can also use it to help with pre-flight preparations. Those, for instance, with a fear of flying can use it to practice boarding, and service dogs can also use it to get familiar with the surroundings before a flight.
Monkeypox cases across the world are growing. Here in the U.S., the CDC is monitoring 6 people for possible infections. But as health officials warn more cases could be coming, they are also easing concerns. Jen Sullivan reports.
A growing monkeypox outbreak around the world. The CDC closely watching a cluster of 6 people for possible infections as health officials and President Biden work to ease growing concerns over the virus.
I just don't think it rises to the level of the kind of concern that existed with COVID-19 and the smallpox vaccine works for it. So, but I think people should be careful.
The World Health Organization says there are more than 90 confirmed cases in a dozen countries where monkeypox is not already endemic. The illness is mostly found in West and Central Africa, but the CDC says it's concerned by the rising number of cases reported outside those regions. On Sunday, the White House COVID-19 response coordinator said more cases could be ahead, but doesn't expect monkeypox to have a widespread impact in the U.S.
It's not as contagious as COVID, so I am confident we're going to be able to keep our arms around it.
The U.S. government has ordered $119 million worth of vaccines against this virus. Monkeypox is related to smallpox, but less deadly. Symptoms include fever, chills, headache, muscle weakness, swelling in the lymph nodes, and lesions and rash on the body.
It's mostly spread by direct contact. So it's fluid contact, it's contact from sheets, it's contact from hands. If someone has those big bumps.
And here's what we know about the 6 people the CDC is currently monitoring here in the U.S. They are passengers who sat near an infected traveler who had symptoms while on a flight from Nigeria to the U.K. earlier this month.
Now, separately, CDC officials also are investigating a case of monkeypox confirmed in a man in Massachusetts who had recently traveled to Canada. Turning down to weather, here's meteorologist Dana Fulton, your certified most accurate forecast. Dana?
It's getting a little more cloudy outside. Still cool, though. Temperatures, as we look ahead to the next few days, will stay below average. It's not too much of a drop, and it's nice to see our overnight lows climbing back up a little bit more, but it's still cool outside. Our rain chance is expected to build in late in the day on Tuesday, with more rain overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, and that could bring a bit of a soggy setup for Wednesday and Thursday in front of our weekend warm-up. Warmer temperatures expected for Memorial Day weekend. High pressure pulling away right now, so we have a mostly cloudy sky developing. This is the next system that we're going to be watching, lifting across the plains, bringing in showers as we get into late Tuesday and Wednesday. This warm front passes overhead first, bringing some steady rainfall for us early in the day on Wednesday. A quick cold front drags behind with some more showers and thunderstorms expected late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Overnight lows will drop to the mid to low 40s. We're planning on temperatures north of the Dells staying right close to 40, so a few degrees warmer than where we were at last night. So we did have those frost concerns last night north of Dane County. Doesn't look likely that will have as much of a concern for us tonight. For Tuesday, late in the day, a light shower possible, slight chance late in the day. The better chance really builds in Tuesday night by Wednesday morning. So this is that warm front lifting overhead, bringing scattered showers throughout the morning on Wednesday. Temperatures will climb up for us in the afternoon under that warm front, and then the cold front swings through, cooling things down for us for Thursday yet again and bringing a line of showers and storms late in the day on Wednesday. Overall rainfall totals in that 1.5 to 2 inch range. Some isolated areas could pick up a little bit more than 2, so it is a steady rain event for us on Wednesday. Overall, we'll get a break between those shower chances, though, before the cold front comes in, so it gives us an opportunity for the ground to absorb some of that first round of rain. Tomorrow will be in the mid-60s with a mostly cloudy sky. We have that slight chance for a shower late in the day. The better chance for rain will build in overnight. Our temperature trend above average in our 6 to 10 day. That puts us into the start of June. Very likely that the East Coast and much of the Midwest will see above average temperatures. Moving beyond that, starting to see a more seasonable pattern develop. Highs tomorrow in the mid-60s. That's where we stay for Wednesday and for Thursday. Scattered showers expected on Wednesday and breezy conditions outside. We'll have a chance for rain still on Thursday, and by Friday, we're finally back to sunshine. The sunshine does help things warm up just a bit in the mid-70s for Friday afternoon. Saturday and Sunday will be close to 80 with a chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms both days. It won't be a total washout, but it might be a good afternoon, especially since there will be a lot of outside things for Memorial Day weekend. Just keeping an eye on the radar before you head out. For Monday, Memorial Day Monday will be close to 80 with that chance for showers and thunderstorms sticking with us. Scattered showers and thunderstorms expected for the start of next week, with afternoon high temperatures staying in the mid to upper 70s. So we stay warm with those overnight lows also staying higher for us, near 60 degrees heading into the start of next week.
From trailing in an elimination game to facing Florida in the regional final, Badger softball experienced it all this weekend. We're going to hear from the team on their end of the season coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
How do you use your energy, fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need. At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
It's Terrific Tuesdays at HyVee. This Tuesday, get ground chuck fresh from our service case, only $1.99 a pound. Roma tomatoes, only 99 cents a pound. Hunt's ketchup, only 99 cents. And Keebler cookies, only $1.48. Tuesday only. For more ways to save on hundreds of items every day at HyVee, check out our monthly catalog, our weekly ad, and scan the QR code to visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Miss the news and need to know what's going on where you live?
News 3 Now is always on. Download the Channel 3000 app and get video on demand whenever and wherever you need it.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
After a couple hard-fought battles in Gainesville, Wisconsin softball saw its season come to an end against the regional site host. But what the Badgers accomplished from late Saturday night into Sunday's final, it's pretty impressive, and the team knows that. A late-game rally against Georgia Tech earlier yesterday helped UW post its 30th win of the season. That's the 7th time the program has reached that feat under head coach Yvette Healy. No doubt it's a tough ending to the season, but the Badgers walk away filled with pride for getting to this point.
Especially coming off of such a tough year for us in the Big Ten last year, just COVID protocol, things like that, and just some team hardships in general this year. It's just a testament to our group. We wouldn't have had it any other way. It's kind of just who we are, and so I'm just proud of us for making it to Sunday.
I think we all just really play for each other, and we love each other, and we just grinded it out all year, and I'm just super proud of everyone on the team. I think we really left it all out on the field.
With everything on the line, the Warhawks showed up. They beat Aurora for the regional title yesterday, meaning they're Super Regionals bound. The best of 3 series begins on Friday against a familiar conference opponent. That's right, Stevens Point. The Warhawks won the regular season series 3-1. Now Friday's game is set for noon. Location is still being determined. And Madison College baseball is Oklahoma bound for the NJCAA Division II World Series. This is the Wolfpack's 4th straight appearance and 11th overall in program history. The World Series begins on Saturday in Enid, Oklahoma. Seedings are also being decided. And despite yesterday's loss, the Brewers are off to the franchise's best start through 41 games with a 26-15 record. That moves them to 5th in the most recent power rankings. Brewers beginning an 11-game road trip tonight in San Diego. The series opener is set for 8:40, and ahead of the game, the crew made some roster moves. Freddie Peralta is on the 15-day IL with a right posterior shoulder strain, and Josh Hader is on the family medical emergency list. And a couple Bucks made their way to a top 5 finish for this year's Hustle Award. Pat Connaughton came in 2nd, while Bobby Portis finished 4th. The annual award goes to the player who does things on the court that might not show up in the box score. Takes a look at the hustle stats. Celtics' Marcus Smart, he went on to win it for the 2nd time in his career.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Let's go to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
Wait. Before we get there, is everyone okay with the cool weather right now?
No.
No. Okay, see, I think some folks are still just a little grumpy about it.
Could be worse.
It could be much worse. I mean, last
night, the 40s we had 2 weeks ago or whatever it was?
We had 40s, not for afternoon highs, but last night
it's May 23rd.
I know. So this time of year, plants getting in the ground, right? Frost concerns for us overnight. As we look ahead to the next few days, notice those overnight low temperatures climbing up. So that's some good news for us. That gets us into a little more spring-like pattern. Things really green outside, and we'd like to see that continue on. For the middle of the week, highs will be in the mid-60s. We'll have some shower chances developing late Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday. Sunshine on Friday, near 80 degrees this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. There'll be some off and on shower chances heading into the start of next week. Not a total washout, but we will keep an eye on the radar there for next week.
All right, Dana, thanks. Charlotte, welcome back.
Yes. Thank you.
Right on by. Good to have you back. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.